Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It is time for a Tuesday tip, and I wanted to talk to you guys about Arbonnes Body Cleanse, their new body cleanse that they came out with at their product launch last week, question mark. So why this product is super awesome and how to use it. So it contains ginger. So when they use they call it the body cleanse. It is a super appropriate name for this product because it's doing just that. So the body cleanse contains ginger. Now, when I think of ginger, ginger is one of the biggest supporters of gastrointestinal and stomach support. You know, how often, not that we all want to, be taking anti-nausea, thinking of it as an anti-nausea, but it is. It's like, it is so incredibly helpful for the gastrointestinal system. It also contains aloe. When I think of the #1 soother for the GI tract, right? I think of aloe. I was actually just talking to a patient the other day about soothing her esophagus with some ulcer issues, and aloe was the #1 thing that came up. It also contains glutamine. So L-glutamine is one of the biggest repairers of the gastrointestinal system. So when you hear the term like leaky gut, which is a big problem for most humans, L-glutamine is the #1 thing that we should be taking, because I'm going to shit on you. And then it contains choline, which choline is, again, it helps with brain support, brain function support, nervous system support, but it also helps the liver detoxify, which is a really good thing, being that we are Americans or in Western societies and don't live, necessarily the cleanest life. So the more we can help our liver, the better. And then the last thing that it contains, which is one of my favorite things of all time, is magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral that is globally, we are deficient in magnesium. I have sort of my top 8 things that most humans are deficient in, and magnesium, you better believe, is one of the #1, I would say it's in the top 3 deficiencies for humans. Now, magnesium plays an enormous role in all cellular function, but in the gastrointestinal system specifically, I was trying to think of a different analogy, but the analogy I'm going to use, have you guys seen National Geographic? Most of us have. Have you guys ever seen a snake swallow a mouse? I know it's not the greatest image, but bear with me. When a snake swallows a mouse, you can see the snake's body, like the muscles contracting to like move that mouse down their digestive tract, right? That is essentially how our intestines move what is called chyme. So when we eat food and it gets digested, partially digested, and then shoved down into our small intestine, those muscles basically like massage that chyme down the intestinal tract so that we can then break food down, absorb it, and build you, right? And so magnesium is one of the key ingredients to helping those muscles in our intestines, like squeeze the food down the tube. Hope everyone's still with me, right? And so the more magnesium, the more movement you'll get, if you know what I mean. So how I would suggest using this, you guys, this is gentle enough to take every single day. So feel free to do that. If you're doing like the 30 days to healthy living, you know what? It's going to be an individual basis. You guys are going to ask me questions, I'm sure, after all of this, but I would kind of experiment with how it affects you, because it's going to affect all of you differently. And so based on your detox goals, you could do it in the first week, you could do it in the second week, you could do it every other day. Like, just play around with it, be creative with it, pay attention to how it's affecting your body, because it will, if you know what I mean. So that is the body cleanse, and I'm headed to Boston tomorrow for an event, and I'm actually going to see if we can't get it Skyped out and live, because a lot of you have been asking about that. I'll see what I can do. You guys are so awesome. Happy Tuesday, love you, bye.